Hello and welcome to Starts Park, Kirkcaldy. It's a bit of a muggy Sunday afternoon here, but as the two teams start to emerge from the tunnel, looks like we're going to have really good conditions for what we hope is going to be a really competitive and entertaining game of football here. We're possibly experiencing some technical difficulties, so we are going to continue to work on that, but nonetheless we'll continue with the commentary and hope that both things sync as soon as possible. So, as is normal with RaithTV broadcast, our commentary team will be myself, Davy Hancock, my colleague and buddy and wingman Neil Russell. Welcome, Neil.
Hello there, Davy. Hello there, listeners and possibly viewers. It's good to have you on the airwaves, and it's nice being back at Starts Park for a slightly different occasion, isn't it, Davy?
Absolutely. We're here on a Sunday, which in itself is quite unusual. We're here for Women's League fixtures. Obviously a bit of ceremony and a bit of kudos for both teams being here in the big stadium. That's one of the great features of the new surface that allows much more community use. I can see off to my left we've got the Raith ladies team getting a group team picture in the goal mouth. Our visitors, who are bedecked in pink tops and socks, black shorts, which I have to say is great as a commentator because the numbers stand out so well against the pink tops. That's going to certainly assist us. And they're making their way across for the coin toss. It is certainly the captain from the visitors, who appears to be Leanne Reid, who's making her way there first. Our home team substitutes making their way to the bench. And we'll see what way the coin toss goes, and we'll see will the Raith ladies go with tradition and try and attack the south stand in the second half. That's the way we always like it here in Kirkcaldy.
Yep. So
our captain is Nicole Carter. Looks like we're keeping where we are, so tradition stands. Beware the visitors, as John McGlynn recently said with regards to the first team. They like to be shooting towards the south stand because that's tradition. I can almost feel the goal being soaked into the net. It was his phrase that he used. Certainly no supporters in the south stand today. We've got a collection of friends, family and interested viewers in the main stand watching on. A little huddle there, a little Mexican wave from the home team. They make their way up to get ready for kick-off. I think that our visitors are going to do the same. Let's run through the team lines. That's what we normally do. I'll do the home team. So we have Ashley Smith, Tyler Rattray, Alicia Patterson, Tegan Clark, Zoe Moreland, Kerry Dinnell, Cara McIver, I can't read my own writing there, Stacey Penman, Nicole Carter, Chloe Hunter, Michaela McLagan, Katie Moody, and we've got a lot of substitutes as well. We've got Amy Stewart, Sharon Usar, what we go with?
We're going to go with Usar, yeah.
We're going to go with Usar, Isla Beveridge, Leah Gilfillan, Alex Davey, and Ellie Eboji,
who made the headlines, getting called up for Scotland at
playing for our under-17s, age 14 I think, and called up for under-15s with Scotland. Obviously a good player. You want to tell us about the visitors?
Yes, I would love to. Let me just find out.
There's the team line.
So Buchan ladies, as they get ready to start the game.
Multitasking for Neil as he gets the electronic scoreboard up and running as well.
Lauren Stanks, Connie Strachan, Sabina Alexander, Danita Ricci, Julie Reid, Bethany Ensley, Joanna Murphy, Zoe Smart, Leanne Reid, Rachel Masterton, Caitlin Matthews, Nicola Davidson and Louise Brown.
Danica Ritchie's just cleared their lines there, conceding a throw in deep down at the corner of the Keytech stand. It's a nice sprightly move. Chloe Hunter advancing at pace. Another throw in for Raith Rovers. It's a bright start, not even a minute played.
Yep, and the Rovers are lining up 4-4-1-1. Based on the information being given by the Rovers coaches, we've got Michaela McLaughlin as the out striker, Nicole Carter the captain as the central attacking midfielder, and then two backs, four behind them. Here come Buchan.
Good ball, Zoe Smart played up the line. I would expect to see nice shoulder bars there. Referees played the advantage there.
So Alicia Patterson there that came across to just make sure that the attacker numbers...
it was Caitlin Matthews who came out better on that physical confrontation there. Good header.
Well done, Kerry Donnell chips it up in the air and wins the battle.
Well, interestingly, Neil, you're telling me that some of these women have played a game of football already today. Some of them turning out for under 17s this morning.
Yeah, and they won 6-2 against the Pars.
Well,
so well done to them.
Well done to them, and many a front. Ball played up the line. No real pattern to the game so far, as we would expect. I would imagine, having watched many games here, where teams are making their first advances to Starts Park, whether it be charity games, whether it be development games early on in Fife Elite, etc. I think the environment tends to swamp players a wee bit for the first 5-10 minutes before we actually see a bit more rhythm come. Both coaches are out and shouting their instructions. I'm sure that as they come up the tunnel, maybe the final words would be play your own game and don't play the environment. It's a wee bit like our first team when we head to cup semi-finals and finals. That's a good kick there from Lauren Sangster. She's got good distance on it. Alicia Patterson heavily involved early for these ladies. Ball's held up there. You can see that the broadcast coming through well. That's all the reassurance that we needed. The referee's given a foul. Yep, I was looking for that, and it's a foul to the visitors. Just in advance of the halfway line. It will be team captain and Raith will take this. She's got options ahead of her. Not overly committing bodies forward. It's unusual to see a free kick and we've got a strict back four behind the taker. Let's see what she does with it. Good height, good distance, into a good area. Keeper comes. Gathers it at the second time of asking.
So Ashley Smith there, renowned as being a bit daft. As
you've got all the gossip. You spent some time doing your research, as we normally do for any match we cover. Is she the character in the dressing room?
Yeah, so the two players we interviewed in the midweek, captain Nicole Carter and centre back Tegan Clark, were saying that she's absolutely off the wall. Like a lot of keepers.
So smart, done well there. She's kept it in. She's got a second chance to cross it. And
I thought that was handball for a minute.
Yeah, the non-existent flag was up because there aren't actually any assistant referees today. It's all done through the man in the middle.
Yeah. The referee being Mr. Keir Lowe. It's the last game that we had here that I was at, that we put up the entire game on YouTube against Stirling. It was a lady referee who did a very good job, I thought, of covering the entire the entire pitch, having eyes everywhere.
Well, I was interested to watch the referee as well today, because certainly we've seen as the first team's kind of gone down, and obviously not in the Championship anymore, playing in League One. And both Barry Smith and John McGlynn says, there'll be a different standard of refereeing. It's people making their way in the game, so I'll be keeping an eye on the referee as well. The visitors are advancing. There's a chance for a shot. I thought she could have pulled the trigger a wee bit earlier. Goal kick. Certainly the last women's fixture that I was at Starts Park was Scotland versus Republic Island. And I have to say, I thought the referee let a lot go that you wouldn't see in a normal Saturday. There was challenges firing in, and particularly in terms of the visitors. We're quite a physical team, and it was a bit robust.
To cut across you, David, the interesting feature of the Rovers lineup is that the goalie isn't taking goal kicks, as she never does.
Never.
Centre back Clark that takes the goal kicks. And the reasoning for Tegan Clark wearing number 9 at centre back, she started as a striker.
Oh, what a lovely ball there. That's a really nice bit of defending there for the visitors, because look at the wide player there. She's looking at the sky because she was away there had it not been for an excellent challenge.
Oh, clever feet.
Nice switch of play there. Getting it out wide. Found a yard. Delivered a great ball into the box. Good header again there. Well, and dealt with at the concession of a corner. I think that was a wise decision under pressure there. I think both the centre halves went for it, but they managed to work it through. Yes. As is normal, Neil, we'll have to say we've probably got many viewers and listeners who don't normally tune into our pattern on a Saturday. We watch everything in life through Raith Rover spectacles, but we're always respectful and show dignity for our visitors, as long as they're not wearing black and white jerseys and they don't come from the Halbeath postcode. Keeper comes, changes her mind, comes again, change your mind again. A little bit of a stramash in there. Needs somebody to take control of it, and that's exactly what happened there. That's a thumped clearance right out of the danger area. Nice first touch. Oh, the second one bobbled a wee bit there for Nicola Davidson.
So she was one of the Buchan players that was giving you info on where they're actually from.
That's right, yeah,
really
we were asking it. It didn't give us a huge amount of detail, but we now know it's kind of 15 minutes from Peterhead. Quick little exchange of throw-ins there. Tyler Rattray gets the ball out there.
Nicole Carter, clever feet, but she couldn't keep that in, and she was closed down. Takes the throw quickly. Donnell overlapping. Edge of the box.
Half a touch too many there. Time for the Buchan player to turn. The captain gets a ball into the box. Keeper comes. I thought she was caught in two minds there, but she done the right thing to get a wee bit of distance. I think the keeper's maybe a little sprain there. She looks in a little bit of pain with her right wrist to me.
Well, I think maybe the reason why she didn't catch it.
Yeah, she's shaking that off. I'm sure she'll be fine. Sure, adrenaline will be pulsing for these ladies out there.
What, the prospect of playing in front of RaithTV?
No, it's all about Starts Park, the grand old lady. There is one grand old lady, and it's the environment we're sitting in. Yeah. Or the white elephant, if you ask most Raith Rovers fans of a certain generation. The ball's going to be played out wide here, and that's a lovely, lovely, intelligent ball. It's held up. Keeper's going to come. I think she's got to. Yeah, she looked to stay in her line. The ball had a lot of pace on it.
That was, I think that was Stacey Penman.
That was a lovely ball, Neil, wasn't it?
Centre mid, yeah, just a driven pass right from the centre circle that just couldn't be kept in. Good vision, good awareness there.
Ball's played up the line. Raith Rovers looking to get the ball into wide areas as soon as they can. It's into the box. Nice ball. Little block pass to the left back. Is out of the danger area, but only finds a light blue jersey.
Penman, a famous name in Rovers history.
Absolutely, there's a few in there. It's one of the first things I've done looking at it. Penman, the other one would be Rattray.
Oh yeah, exactly.
One of the McRae's battalion players inducted into the Raith Rovers Hall of Fame. Went to fight in the First World War in the famous battalion. Representatives of Hearts, Dunfermline, Hibs, East Fife and Falkirk. There's a chance. Raith Rovers are in. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Good save there. She stood up well. Easy for the goalkeeper to commit herself too early there. Chloe Hunter looks an absolute handful out there wide left.
She does, yeah.
A little bit of possession for Raith Rovers. Oh, little commentator's curse there. Gets a compliment.
I think Davey involvement with Wills McLaughlin in the centre forward. I'm sure she was involved in the strip launch.
Of course, yeah. I've done some interviews up at the hotel when we launched the yellow kit. Again, I would hope that things like that really give a message to the outward world that Raith ladies are an integral part of the Raith Rovers structures and the Raith Rovers community. With the strip launch of the away jersey this year, the yellow and black Dortmund-esque one. I'm going to cut across myself here because here's a chance. Centre half's came. Who's going to get there? It's fell to the Bucky player. She's got to score. All right, the keeper. Good save. And cleared there by Alicia Patterson under pressure, but they're coming. It's another wave of attack here. Beat the offside trap. Is played in, and we clear our lines there. That was a moment. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. But that's both goalkeepers have had a save to make. Yeah, I think having the as well as with Kyle Benedictus and Ian Davidson from the first team, we had a couple of the ladies players up at the strip launch, and I think that gives a really powerful message to a couple of hundred fans who came along that night to buy the kit and hear the interviews, etc. That is our kit, and our kit belongs across all aspects of Raith Rovers.
And David, well done for not saying the Raith family.
I know, I stopped myself. I'm going with community. It's an awful phrase, that, isn't it? There's a bit of a foot race there. Well, you know what? I'm looking out there, and one of the things I wanted to see was the fashion element. Always, you and I are quite critical of the day-glow boots that some of the modern day players wear. There's a whole host of black boots out there. Here's our captain. She's wide right. Nice little tuck back. We're going to deliver the ball into the box early. We do.
Donnell there was a slightly mistimed crossing as it just drifted out there.
Maybe a wee bit more time than she thought. Could have done with a shout from one of her teammates.
Just going to say that, David, involved in that last attacking move, the shot that was charged down Chloe Hunter. She is she's an under-17 player who's recently broken through into the full first team, and on her debut she played left midfield, although she's a striker to trade, and scored the equalising goal against East Fife. So she is one of the highly rated youngsters that Coach Ewan Robertson talks about.
The referee's given a foul there, and I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe he's a bit annoyed with it, so it might be just a little bit of a mistimed challenge there. Again, the goalkeeper, Lauren Stanster, she's got good distance in these kicks.
Interesting coaching methods employed there. Coach Ewan Robertson's got his back to the play. Talking to Neil Sink.
There's another lovely ball there. Oh, that's a penalty kick. Got to be Stone Waller. Penalty kick to the visitors, and I have to say, every time that the team in pink are getting in our final third, the link-up play's been excellent.
Has been good,
and they're absolutely asking questions. Interesting that there wasn't a booking for that, because I think on
11,
the run up, right-footed, shoots. Oh, she's hit the bar and over the goals for a goal kick.
Keeper Smith, she didn't commit herself. She didn't dive low, so maybe a sound strategy trying to put the ball high into the net, but off the crossbar.
I think if the highlights go up, I think that Joanna Murphy might be scrubbing forward a couple of frames to see that. I did notice that you were saying that Ashley Smith doesn't take the goal kicks, but a ball fell to her earlier on and she got good distance and a clearance.
Yeah.
Here they come again.
Maybe it's kicking from a standing position.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I don't know. It'd be interesting to ask. Maybe that denotes an earlier injury or something.
Clever through ball there from Captain Carter and McLaughlin Cook.
Both teams knocking on the door, Neil, aren't they?
Yeah. She was well covered there, McLaughlin, by the centre half. Knocked out for the throw.
All Mod Cons today, you're in charge of the electronic scoreboard. 13 minutes played, 0-0 the score. I would say that both keepers have had a good save to make. The key moment, of course, being the penalty kick there. Off the bar, no doubt about the award. The referee got that one absolutely right. Ball being retrieved.
Head coach and ball boy, all in one.
Well, I was asking that before the game. It's ball girls that we've got. As it quite often is here at Starts Park. The Raith ladies often help out on a Saturday. We've taken to call them ball operatives, haven't we? That's a lovely little turn there. Round the corner, referee says play on, a give and go. Our captains kept it in, cut it back. Well gathered there, Lauren. Lauren Sangsters got down. I think as well as gathering the ball well, there was a clear instruction to our centre half that it was a goalkeeper's ball. Could have been a kind of 1982 Scotland calamity there. The goalkeeper claimed it well.
Still have nightmares about that day.
I know. Well, it's, if we're talking about Scotland national team, fresh nightmares come on a regular basis. You see Thursday night's match. That's a nice ball there. Played out for Stacey Penman.
Didn't hang around, getting under control.
Dinno's an out ball, referee's blown there. It's got good pace, got a nice touch. I was our technical guru. I was telling him that I've got a bit of history with women's football here at Starts Park. I can mind watching a ladies international back in the 80s.
Oh really?
Yeah, mid 80s, because one of my aunties was playing.
Oh really?
Yeah,
okay.
Women's football is no strange game to me.
I wonder if
I would have to say with shame though that one of my other aunties actually played for the dark side. If only Raith ladies had existed at that point. There's a ball played through. Is the keeper going to come? She's got a choice to make. I think she's going to get there in time. Oh!
Led with her feet.
She led with her feet, which was brave. I would have thought she would have went head first. Either way, she's done enough. Lauren kicks the ball from hand. Excellent distance there.
It was a decent ball through from Kerry Janelle, who I understood to be more of a striker than a midfielder, but she's been playing the entire season right midfield.
Well, I think that's certainly been, if we're characterising playing the final third, I think that the visitors have moved it sharply, whereas Raith have kind of looked for that kind of singular through ball. 0-0 the score, 15 minutes played.
Good to see that there are 25 people watching at the moment.
Great to have your
YouTube
company.
link.
Great to have your company. This is something that we've been keen to do for a while. I'll let this passage of attacking play go out before. It's in at the back post. Keeper. Oh, she Not only did she hold the ball, but she gathered it well there. We've been keen to cover one of these games for a while, but for anyone that's new to RaithTV, we are a team of 5 people. Myself and Neil, who do commentary, pre and post match, with regards to development team, first team, and a whole host of other tasks, from operating the scoreboard to club media officer. And we have Neil, who's a different Neil, who's doing our tech work, and we've got a couple of well, we need to start saying we've got camera people now, because we lost our long time cameraman to a professional full time job at Celtic TV. We've got 2 new cameramen, Jim and Ian, who've joined us, and just in the last couple of weeks we've got a new volunteer who's our first lady member.
Who also used to play with East Fife Ladies at
Did she?
point.
Yeah, Jackie's joined us and has had her first shot at doing some filming at the last home game, and she done an excellent job.
And it's Ian that's lensman today.
Lensman today, because Jackie was unable to make it today. I must say, we've our honorary female member at the back of me, one daughter Molly Hancock, who travels absolutely anywhere and everywhere with us. And we're covering all the bits that we do. So the ball's played through there, defence splitting pass. You'd think the centre half's going to win it, and she does. Clears the lines well. That was Alicia Patterson. Yeah. She's been heavily involved, conceded the penalty. Has certainly gathered her confidence and her thoughts well. I think in the future, if Starts Park developments go as we would hope, if we had a RaithTV base across we commentate from the bottom right hand side of the main stand, meaning that it's a wire that actually goes underneath the playing surface that we rely on, and every week we cross our fingers that it's still going to be working. That's a lovely bit of defending there from Danica Ritchie, under great pressure. If we can get across that little facility at the other side, we could cover these games on a more regular basis.
And if you are watching, then you can actually see our commentating point just right behind the home dugouts. I'm not doing embarrassing thing of waving at the camera next to the points.
Absolutely. Raith are on the attack on the left hand side in front of the key tech stand. I think that's going to be a throw into the home team. Yep, the referee indicates as such.
Yep, Chloe Hunter did well there. It was a bit of a loose ball, and she played it off the Buchan defender to earn a throw in right in front of the key tech stand.
So this is a tier 2 league game, Neil, am I right in saying?
Oh yes, there's the structures. There's 2 Premier Leagues, SWPL 1 and 2. This league is a great cross, regionalised, north and south, and then there's 1 division below us, regionalised north and south. So we're in the second bottom tier. Rovers haven't been promoted. It's their first season at this level.
Well, they're certainly acquitting themselves well.
Something they were talking about on Thursday in the midweek interviews, like getting used to this level of football, because it is a higher standard. Yeah, different pitches, slightly better players, and they've done really well.
Nice ball over the top there. So Smart's got a wee choice to make. She's done well.
Goal! It goes to the training goals.
Into the training goals at the side. Of course, Raith Rovers training on a full-time basis here at Starts Park now. Given the £700,000 investment, they're one of the first squads to get out there and play on that. It's only been in use for a matter of barely weeks rather than months.
Yeah.
Looking at the referee, he's played that on. I thought it was a slight call of offside there, but going to be a Raith Rovers throw and will restart play.
Quick word about the pitch. It's been used by the Schools FA as well for a game of Fife against Lothians, and at that level and at this level for the women's game, the commentary that's been made, or the comment that's been passed about the cooperation between Raith Rovers and the community, it's been a big thumbs up all round. Everyone very pleased at the
I know the first team players have been very surprised by the quality. It's a nice ball played in there. Looking for a bit of movement out wide. There it comes. The referee's got the non-existent flag has gone up.
Yeah, exactly.
The imaginary linesman has said.
It's a thankless task, isn't it? Being
it really is, isn't it? So it'll be a free kick to restart play at the edge of the box. Goalkeeper's going to take it. Not surprised with that. Lauren's got a good kick on it. She's shown that a couple of times already. Once again, it's all played back there. It's the only thing I'm saying that's clearly unnatural is a number 9 playing at centre half. What's that all about?
Yeah.
This is more in keeping with tradition. Number 7 from a midfield place plays it out wide. That's a good tackle.
Very good tackle.
Got up well there. I thought that visiting player Joanna Murphy landed awkwardly. I'm glad to see she's up. There's a nice pass and Raith Rovers knocked the ball out of play.
And that's
a throw in off of Zoe Morland.
And that's what I was saying earlier. Our number 9 at centre half used to be a striker, so
absolutely,
kept the number
that does
since.
fit. Well, in the day of well, we've certainly we've had a 66 play for us for I'm thinking of in a 55. Name the player.
Yeah, Craig Barr, 55.
55 to 66.
66.
He could have also worn number 1.
Ryan
Stevenson.
I've forgotten that.
The attacking goalie.
Yeah. The one I always remembered was Rudy Scatchell not taking 51 or 15 and going with 19. Slightly more conventional.
And certainly I know there had been some discussion about making sure that didn't happen. Well, this is where the visitors have proved to be very dangerous, and that's in the final third. It's a ball there that needs to be claimed by somebody. That's a lovely turn of play there. Oh, a foul's been committed. No. Oh, I'm quite flabbergasted by that, I have to say. I thought that Leanne Reid showed a really clean set of heels, nice little pirouette on the ball there. I'm surprised she didn't get a free kick. Raith Rovers a bit wasteful there.
Nicole Carter did well to dig the ball out, but our through ball, not great, but sclaffed out by the Buchan centre half for a Rovers throw. Right back, Tyler Rattray to take that to Penman. Over the top she goes.
Dino's going to go shoulder to shoulder with Zoe Smart.
Not giving her a minute, is she?
No, the two of them are having a good tussle, aren't they? Throw in for the Rovers. Nice bit of distance in the throw. It's the ever-involved team captain. Goal kick. Yeah, looking for a corner there. I think the referee's got that one right. Had a wee double bounce there. And midway through the first half it remains 0-0. Be interesting to see when Ewan goes to the bench. You know, if some of these players have got 90 minutes in their legs this morning, that pitch absolutely saps your energy. Well, I mean, I'm assuming it'll be the same with artificial surface. I've only played in the golden olden days of grass. That's a nice block there. As Louise Brown was trying to get round the corner there, and if the centre half hadn't dealt with it, should have been running and goal. Raith Rovers on the left hand side. There's not a lot of players in advanced positions, goes from distance. It's wide of the goalkeeper's left hand post. Well worth an effort.
Yeah, worth a try, isn't it?
And you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the lottery.
Not you're advocating gambling.
The tombola.
Wow, numbers watching have gone up to 60. 6-0.
Excellent. As we say, great to have your company. We'll keep the commentary going. And just a little bit of advance notice that at half time, rather than just see a kind of blank picture, we've put together the various interviews that have been done through the week. So Neil and I will take leave at half time and go and get a cup of tea, and you'll have a chance to watch the interviews that we've done through the week, and then we'll be back to the second half as is normal in our way of functioning. I normally lead the first half, because second half I normally take notes and prepare for post-match interviews with John McGlynn and various other people. So we'll keep that pattern if it's okay with you, Neil. You want to lead the second half?
Yeah, fine by me.
Good stuff.
It lets you...
That's a lovely ball there. She's done really well. The visiting captain, Leanne Reid. Got the ball out to Louise Brown. Raith Rovers got the ball out to play. There's been some really good play in the final thirds for both teams, so it's in some ways surprising that the score's still 0-0.
Yeah.
Both keepers have had one notable save. In addition, Lauren Sangster had a good gather of the ball at the striker's feet. It's flicked on there, should clear our lines, and we do.
Herman gets it away. Donnell not giving the Buchan number 12.
Referee blows for the offside. I thought that was going to come.
Yeah.
Any other famous Rovers names in there? We've got Smith. We've had many a Smith here.
I'm willing to bet we've had a McLaughlin in the past.
Rattray. Let's go down. Certainly Penman, legend.
We've definitely never had an Aboji.
We've never had an Aboji. I can't remember a McLaughlin, a Moody.
Beveridge
had a Stewart.
Sticks out as a name.
We definitely had. We've had a number of beverages. And of course, Beveridge Park just over the distance. The Raith Rovers had their roots.
Yeah. Neil Paler, the coach, is out there giving a coaching point to Alicia Patterson, the centre half.
Raith Rovers with a throw in down by the corner flag, Pratt Street side. Good distance there. Oh, that seemed to take a wee deflection off an arm there. Referee played the advantage. That's a good decision by the centre half. Clears the line, gets good distance in it. Louise Brown wasn't able to control. I think we can see that's a great ball by the goalkeeper.
Very good.
Oh, unlucky there.
Hard lines.
Yeah, it was Tyler Rattray. Didn't get the first touch. Ball's going to be played up the line. Caitlin Matthews has got some pace in her, hasn't she?
Yeah.
You've seen a clean pair of heels there. Captain's come in. That's going close. Oh, it's a goal.
That's a goal.
Well, that started quite a way outside the post and curled in there. You can only commend that as a lovely bit of football from Zoe Smart. I think the goalkeeper's height in some ways worked against her there. Ashley Smith's gone up. Looked like she was going to tip it round the stanchion, but she didn't, so it's a dream goal for Zoe Smart. She deserves that. She's played really well. She's been pivotal in pretty much everything for her team here. The show reel's just got a little bit longer. Yeah, the goalkeeper will be asking some questions there. I think her starting position was good, but her height didn't play to her advantage there. Raith Rovers got a bit of test of character on 27 now. Do they stick with the plan and keep playing football, or do they just feel they've got to relieve a bit of pressure? They're clearly sticking with the plan of playing football. They've won a throw in left hand side. And the visitors lead 1-0. A goal in quite spectacular fashion.
Very much so.
I think that'll be a gift that's on Zoe Smart's phone before long. Raith Rovers attacking, coming inside, looking to counter. Good shot from distance, but wide of the goalkeeper's left-hand post.
Again,
Lauren Sangster looked as cool and calm as you possibly could have.
Again, it was the clever, quick feet of Captain Nicole Carter that created that opportunity for herself. But yeah, the goalkeeper wasn't duly troubled, was she?
Ball's cleared there, but yeah, I would certainly say that Zoe Smart and the pace of Caitlin Matthews was just on the ball there. Look at the pace she's got. Good touch as well. She's looked up, got her head up early, played the ball in. Lovely turn round, have a shot. That's going close. Oh, good
great
save.
Well done, keeper.
Well played.
Turning shot.
Well played, Louise Brown. Lovely first touch there when she got the ball played through from Caitlin Matthews. Opened up and she had to have a shot, didn't she? It was just perfect for curling in there.
And the keeper was up to it.
Ashley Smith answered some questions there because her confidence, I'm sure, would have taken a little bit of dent there with the goal. She's done well. Corners delivered. Great delivery. Keeper's under it. Cool, calm, collected. 2 hands on the ball.
Yeah. A very well taken corner.
Absolutely right in on top of the 6-yard box there.
Good kick from hand.
Yeah, as we say, she kicked it well from hand. A couple of good clearances. So I wonder if there's maybe an injury at the back of the reason why she's not taking these. I thought she maybe needs to come and gather that. She does.
Gets the attack moving again.
Alicia Patterson's was roaring at her goalkeeper to come and claim that. We said earlier, the pace of Matthews. You don't want to gamble on that. There's a time for playing football and there's a time for a centre half to clear the lines. That's just what's happened there. That's another good tussle out there in the left hand side, isn't it?
Yeah, Chloe Hunter up against the right back Connie Strachan.
Yeah, there's a lovely reverse ball.
Chloe Hunter wins out.
There was not a lot of players in advanced positions there, so there wasn't a lot to aim at. Head up early. Nice little give and go. It's the captain. Go back in the central midfield berth.
Spread it wide to Kylie Nell.
Dinnan. The captain. It's a lovely little passage of play. We approve. Football to the fore. Lovely ball. We're going to get this delivered round the corner. Ooh, it's touched like the post. Yeah. I think that was
McIver.
Cara McIver, yeah.
I think she was hoping to catch out Lauren Sangster at her near post, and she very nearly did that. Outside the post and out for a goal kick.
Well, Lauren's the shape of the team say this is coming towards us. It does indeed, right down to the bench. Right idea, ball up the line. Execution didn't quite match the idea.
One of the questions I asked the players on Thursday was about the sometimes old-fashioned attitudes that still exist towards women's and girls' football, and they handled it. I've got to say they handled that question very well. You know, they said all they can do is let the football speak for itself.
I would go a step further and say all they can do is play football and enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
The rest will come. We recently had a discussion post our last away trip. The whole concept that football was quite simply everybody's game, and Matthews has got a chance to advance in and goal. She's going to take it for a run. Good tackle, really good tackle there. Goal kick as well. It's obviously come off the attacking player.
And Clark giving it out to the further forward players for not tracking back. But,
when I was saying that line about football's everyone's game, there was just a lovely piece that someone had sent me on Facebook, and it was a young Everton supporter who was kind of trolled online for celebrating an Everton goal. He was in the disabled section, Goodison, and was kind of ran the distance to celebrate. Oh, the visitors are in, I'll finish that story in a minute. She opened up her body shape and it's right to the goalkeeper.
Didn't get enough on that, did she?
Yeah, so this young man was kind of trolled by the full people that exist in social media, and Everton. This young character got him along to train with the first team, to train with the development team. It was absolutely lovely to see. And the kind of tagline was that football's everyone's game. So that's quite simply my view. If it's kids playing in the park.
Well done, Carter.
Needs a through ball. There's a chance.
For McIver.
It's opened up. Oh, that's a good tackle there. I think that was Sabina Alexander who just done enough.
Was it? And there's Penman just mopping up in midfield. And
oh, unlucky. We were commenting on the passing drills before the game. I think you can see that that they're clearly transferring into gameplay. A lot of nice, neat triangles. The ball's been moved quite quickly by both teams. As I say, I'm interested to see how the game flows when we hit kind of 70 minutes, because that's a big surface out there.
Yeah.
You know, we've played in a couple of charity games and such. You played, didn't you, haven't you?
I've not actually. No, never. Much to my regret.
Goal scorers hobbling heavily. We could do with our team knocking the ball out of play here, because Zoe Smart looks like she's caught a dull one there. She'll want to run through that. 33 minutes played. She'll want to try and walk. She's walking off at the moment.
Yeah,
you don't want to come to a place like Starks Park and be, with your involvement clipped by an injury. Not moving with any great comfort. And the goalkeeper's struggling a wee bit as well there for Raith Rovers. Doesn't look comfortable, does she?
No, not at all. Right, looks like her right
shin. Yeah. The cutthroat nature of football, you know, the opposition bench are saying the goalie's struggling. Yeah. Ball's played through, and the centre half's got a wee touch in it. Oh,
Carter wins it in the box.
Raithers have to come back to restart the move. Little dinked ball through there from Dinnell, doesn't come off. And Sangster, there's a fair pace to this game, Neil.
Yeah, there is.
I thought that Sangster might have just cooled the game down a wee bit there, but pace is evident.
Yes,
talking
right.
to pace, talking to pace. Really good move there.
Oh, no. I think that's a wrong call.
I thought the centre half had dropped deep enough for that to be borderline. The young lady at the far side's got a head of hair to be envious of, so I can't actually see her number. That's certainly not something that we... was it Connie Strachan?
Might have been,
in terms of positioning, I thought it may have been Connie, but that's through to the goalkeeper. What a joy for us. Bright white numbers on plain backgrounds.
Exactly.
It's made commentating a joy instead of, black numbers on black and white striped jerseys. There's a ball played through and it's a chance. It's going to strike it first time. No. Yet. Oh, it's wide of the post. Yep. You've got to say that Kerry Dinnell absolutely had to smash that. There No criticism there. You would
Maybe
only be criticising a player for not having a go if she'd held it up.
She maybe had too much time.
Yeah. So 35 minutes played, 36, the clock's ticked on. It does read 1-0 to the visitors.
Certainly
Smashing
Rovers,
goal it was.
And Rovers have got nothing to... They can't complain about the validity of the scoreline, because I think Buchan have been every bit as good as them, but I think Rovers have got enough in the tank to...
It's game on, isn't it?
Yeah, in terms of the possession they've had and the quality that they've shown, I think there's more goals to come in this game.
I think, to be honest, and to be fair, as we try to do, I think the scoreline reflects the game. I think that the visitors have been that bit more creative and a bit more pacey in the final third. I think one of the things that you and I may wish to speak to his team is about getting support from the midfield, because the Rovers have got in good position. Here's a foot race.
Matthew showing a pace.
Well played. Well played, Patterson. Goalkeeper moved the ball really quickly there. There's no time to think, is there?
Yeah. Hemming closed down.
Gonna have to get distance. Oh, it's come off our own player. Advancing on goal. Trying to find that shot. Maybe overcooked it. It's fell to the outside of the box. Over the bar.
Blazes it over.
Blazes it over. The headlines were ticker taping across her eyes there as that ball fell. That'll be a goal kick.
And the Buchan player that put that over was the one that was asking where the TV camera was.
Well, she did indeed, didn't she? She came searched us out as we were asking about their geographical status. Yeah, it was nice for us as well. So it's a nice wee brings us to ground. We've covered. God, I don't know how many games we've covered with RaithTV now. It must be kind of in the 400-500 territory. And so we kind of forget that it is a buzz for these women.
Yeah.
Good to see that we've added a wee bit to their day, and certainly the audience suggests that it might be friends and family that are enjoying watching their relatives play. One for the centre half to deal with. Keeper's got to come.
Get out.
Oh, she gathered that. Blaze Brown's not short of pace. We've picked up on Caitlin Matthews making good use wide left.
A speedy pairing.
Do you think that's maybe one of the key differences, is the pace that the visitors have got through the final third?
I think so, yeah.
It's brought down, played up the line.
Because I'm looking at the Rovers lineup, in terms of paciness through the middle, the fastest one seems to be the captain. McLaughlin, her game seems to be more about positioning and strength.
Yeah, ball still in play. Referee's got that one right. It's out of play now. Rovers were looking for a throw-in, claiming the ball had gone out. It hadn't. The ball did then go out, and the Rovers have got the throw-in, but that was the wrong decision. The referee was absolutely blank-sided with that. That should have been a pink ball. The shout
changes.
for his stand. It never changes. You could be watching under 12s playing, and somebody shouts, "How many yards does she want?" To be fair on the shouter, Tyler Rattray did gather a few yards. Not quite Rory McEwen territory, but
no.
She got herself up the park there.
Carter there couldn't keep the ball.
Well, the last Sunday game we covered, Neil, here was the Davy McGurn testimonial, and you see that the legend that is Davy McGurn got sent off yesterday.
So I heard, yeah. I presume...
just about the time that we were posting up highlights his testimonial.
Jinxed him.
Jinx the witch. That'll be a pink ball. It is indeed. 39 minutes played, 1-0. That's a great throw up the line. Well dealt with. Alicia Patterson puts her laces through it. Over the top. Keeper's got to come early. She certainly has. Oh, that was borderline. Yeah, the referee had made his mind up that it was definitely in play.
Ashley Smith took a knock there again. I think again on that. She took a knock as she went down.
Well, she's not playing on. No doubt about it. I'm not sure. I didn't see any note of a substitute goalkeeper.
No.
It actually now looks like it's her left ankle.
And yeah, the replay there, as you can see,
she just lands awkward, didn't she?
Oh yeah. Oof.
Well, if that was a Saturday afternoon and that was the visiting goalkeeper, I would be roaring. We'd be getting some Jimi Hendrix feedback on the headset. Come on, referee. I'd be very surprised if the goalkeeper continues. I don't see a lot of movement down on the bench. 5 minutes to half time. Michaela McLaughlin coming over, having a word with her teammates. She's got a bit of a tough task up front, trying to hold the ball up, waiting for midfield support. The water bottles are out. Well, it's Kirkcaldy in October, so it's certainly not a heat break.
Definitely not, no. Assistant coach Neil Sinclair doubles up as physio. Ashley Smith, the gloves are off. I think she's playing. Yeah, she's playing on.
Well, that surprises me because she looked, her body shape, facial expression. Do you think it is? Let's get to half time. We've got 4 minutes.
Could well be, yeah, Davey. Yeah.
She certainly won't want to be having anything played at her feet now.
No. And the Buchan, the coach and players will be aware of that.
Well, they must be, you know, they absolutely must go for the jugular. No disrespect, there's a game of football to be won here. Nice sporting gesture there. Caitlin Matthews throws it back to Ashley Smith. And this is an awkward one. I'm surprised that the centre half's not dropped short. She's going to kick it right footed. Still puts pressure on her standing foot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That was spent the afternoon with a goalkeeper recovering from injury, and he was telling me about the importance of protecting the standing foot.
Yeah.
There's another awkward landing there for Connie Strachan. Glad to see she's up. That's one of the things that the players have been telling us, is that they've been surprised that their boots haven't been sticking to the surface. Yeah, Matthews will try and advance. Stuck in the midfield area. Can move it well. That's a lovely ball there. Keeper's coming. She's going to have to gather it. Oh, good goalkeeping. Yeah, she's done well there. But that was a lovely through ball that was played.
It was, yeah.
Just got to ask questions of the goalkeeper.
Just waiting for the player to turn around so we can see.
Do we get to see corridor of uncertainty between the goal and the centre half there?
I think you just did.
Only because it makes it sound vaguely competent, vaguely knowledgeable about the game. I think this will be knocked out for a throw-in. Yeah, that's a wise decision. It's given as a throw-in to Raith Rovers.
Dunno, she had the option of taking it quick, but
yeah, I think she's made the right choice. They're looking for a bit of support.
They're
coming across. Donnell plays the ball. It's taking a ricochet there, and it's the ever involved Zoe Smart. She's certainly been my we're only at the half-time stage, woman of the half, I would say. Ball's played there, just get distance. Yeah, 2 minutes to half-time. Balls to the captain. She's advanced, happy to take the ball down and run with it as well, isn't she? That's played through, keeper comes out, good decision. A minute to half-time. Groundsman Eric Swinley goes down. And I imagine that he's telling the coaches, just so that the young ladies are prepared, that we may be seeing the sprinklers on at half time. We see quite a lot of people caught out of that, don't we?
Yeah.
Connie Strachan. Yeah, that's confident. She could have played it to her goalkeeper there. She thought, no, I'm going to own this. Just come back to the goalkeeper. Takes a touch. Ooh, plays it short. Ooh, that's too much football from a goalkeeper, Neil, isn't it?
Good attack.
Launched an attack.
Yeah.
Back to the Rovers goalkeeper.
Better, yeah.
Still not looking wholly comfortable. Tyler Rattray. Nice give and go there. Oh, lovely. What a bit of football there.
There's a swaz. They call that a swaz.
Is that the swaz? Well, and a great delivery into the box. Little shove on the back of the centre half. She done well there, but I think a foul might have came to her benefit had it not been dealt with so competently.
I can see the Rovers getting a goal in the second half, David, if I'm being honest with you, if they play like that.
That was really nice play, wasn't it? Keeper clears the line.
Seems to be suffering no ill effects.
Good attitude to both teams across the game.
Yeah.
There's been no agricultural challenges. This is going to be played over the top. Oh, was that a handball? It's outside the box, yeah. Zoe Morland there
ball bounced up and she
It
just...
did seem to take a really high bounce, didn't it?
Yeah, she just didn't get her arm out of the way, and that is a handball, yeah. You can't deny that.
Yeah, right on the line as well. So the clock is on 45, so this will be the absolute final passage of play. And given the goal that we've seen from Leanne Reid, she's surely got to smash this.
Yeah, she's taking a big run up.
Well, there's two options. Again, any level of football, there's always the person who's going to hit it and the person who's desperate to have a shot, but isn't going to get it. Here comes the shot. Right-footed, shoots, cracker.
Oh, what a goal!
Pick it out.
That was outstanding. What a strike.
We tip our hat, we give a round of applause, and we acknowledge a lovely bit of skill there. It was an unstoppable shot from Zoe Smart, and the half-time whistle goes, bang on course. Almost, in fact, it was the final kick of the half, and it was a really significant one. I think the first one was a really good shot with some questions about the goalkeeper's positioning. The second one, pick a toot, is what we normally say on a Saturday. Pick a toot indeed. Yeah. We'll let you go and get a cup of tea. You might want to stay on and watch the half-time interviews that we'll run on a reel here, and we'll be back in the second half to join you for commentary and coverage. Half-time score, Raith Rovers 0, our visitors 2.
So I'm delighted to be joined by yourself, Ewan, head coach of the Raith Rovers ladies and girls team. Let's start the interview by telling me a little bit about the Raith Rovers ladies and girls setup, numbers of players, ages and number of coaches.
We've got about just under 140 players now across sort of 10 teams ranging from under 7s all the way up to the ladies first team. And that sort of in age gaps goes under 9s, under 11s, 13s, 15s, 17s, and then 17s straight to ladies.
Okay, yeah. And how many coaches have you got at each level?
I think we've got maybe a couple per team. Some have 2, some have 3. A couple have 4 with the sort of parent helpers that we have that want to get involved in coaching. But usually it's just up to anyone that wants to get involved. We give them the opportunity to.
Great. Okay. Let's focus on yourself first. Talk me through your journey through coaching that led you to becoming the Raith Rovers head coach.
It's been a long one actually. I've did an HND in sports coaching in Edinburgh, and then I went to university to do sports science. Whilst doing that, I was back and forth in America and New York for I think 5 years running, doing sort of coaching as a camp counsellor and then running a soccer programme over there. Whilst I was home, I luckily got asked to come along and take a session with the Raith Rovers girls, and ended up being asked to come along and assist with the ladies team. And after 2 years of doing that, sort of whilst going back and forward to America, I got my job with the SFA and got asked to be the head coach as well, which I was quite happy to take.
So, despite your relatively young years, you've packed a lot into your coaching so far.
Yeah, it's been a lot of different ages as well. I would say that the girls and ladies are sort of the first sort of adult sort of group that I've taken in this sort of at this sort of level. So it's been eye-opening to say the least, and but it's been really enjoyable too.
Good, yeah. And I understand you replaced John Fettis, who did a sterling job at this level. Tell me, did he leave you with a decent squad?
Yeah, he did actually. We actually had a really good young team from the years that I'd been the assistant. I think the average age for a senior team had been about 17 or 18. So that was really positive coming in and knowing that we had that sort of youth. I think this season we brought in a couple of older players to help bring in a bit of experience to the team, and I think from this season it's shown that having those older players with the young ones has worked really, really well.
Right, yeah. Moving the conversation out to the wider community, what sort of stuff do you do in the local area to increase participation in women's and girls football?
We've been trying to put on a lot of girls specific sessions. We've had extra drop-in sessions on outside other training nights for girls at the club to come and get an extra training, but then new girls that aren't sure if they like football or not to come along and play as well. We've been in some of the high schools, some of the primary schools as well. I work through View Forth as well, doing their school of football, so I get to meet and talk to a lot of girls that aren't at the club but still play football, so as well trying to find opportunities for them to continue playing as well when they maybe leave high school or when they're not at school.
So much like the senior men's game, it's not just about the Saturday and the training nights, it's the stuff that goes on through the day and in the wider community, the local area. Let's talk about the season that you're in just now. How's the season gone so far? I note that you've had a loss, a win and a draw in your 3 of your most recent games. How's it going?
It's been quite that. I think the first half of the season, because we've got a summer split where we play all the teams like home and away in the first half, and then do the same in the second half. In the first half, I think there was a little bit of a lack of experience because we hadn't played any teams, we'd never really met any other teams like that. So it really opened our eyes, and I think we showed in the second half how strong we actually are, just from knowing our opposition and knowing how we have to play against some certain teams. And okay, it's resulted in some wins where we've improved on the other scores, but then the overall performance has increased massively. We've bettered results across every team bar maybe one or two, and that might have just been down to an off day or one little mistake, I think, against other teams. I know that when it comes down to it at this level, one mistake will get punished, whereas in the league below, I think we tended to get away with it sometimes. With when we make mistakes, we'd be able to maybe score a couple more goals. But it's been a lot closer. But it's what you want. You want a challenge. You want to be playing at that level as well every week.
And how about your league position? I understand you're mid-table at the moment.
Yeah, mid-table, and I think going into the last 3 games, we're only 4 points off of 4th, I think. So it's really positive to see that. And then I think going into our last 3 games, we're playing teams all around us, so it's potential to hop up maybe 1 or 2 more places if we're lucky.
Good. Well, focusing on what's ahead of you next, in a few days on Sunday, you've got a game live on RaithTV, which is going to be broadcast as a Facebook Live experience, against Buchan. What kind of game can the viewers and anyone that comes to the stadium expect to see, and what kind of game are you expecting?
Well, I'm hoping from the past few performances that if we play the same way we have against the likes of your East Fifes and your Dunfermlines, that we should come away with the win. We went away up to Buchan last time and we won 3-2, but it was a really, really tight game, and I think we'd had a sending off in the last few minutes that made it a very tense affair for the last 20 minutes of the game. So if we can keep 11 players on the park, which I think we will, and we play the same football that we've been playing, then it'll be a really entertaining game. They play some nice football, and so do we, so it should be a good spectacle for everyone that comes and watches, or anyone that watches on the live stream.
Yeah, we certainly hope so, that's the case. Well, that's great, Ewan. Thanks very much for taking the time to talk to us, and we look forward to seeing you in action on Sunday.
Excellent.
Cheers. To be joined by 2 of the players from Raith Rovers ladies team, the captain and one of the defenders. Can I start, ladies, by getting you to introduce yourselves and tell us which position you play on the pitch?
Nicole Carter, and I play centre midfield.
Yeah, and you're also the captain, I believe.
Yeah, the captain.
Fair enough, you've got the band for now. And
Tegan Clark, and play centre back.
great, okay, well thanks, and welcome to RaithTV for the first time. Turning to yourself first, Nicole, how's the season been so far for you? Has it met your expectations?
Yeah, I think no one really knew what they were going to expect when they came into the season, because it was new teams and everything, but I think the start of the season we kind of got a shock how different it was from the previous year, but as the season's progressed we've gotten a lot better, a lot stronger, and just worked better as a team.
Good to hear. Turning to yourself, Tegan, tell us about some of the commitment. How much commitment does football take for you, whether that be training, diet, travel, lifestyle?
It's a lot, it takes up a lot of time, but as long as you've got the other players around you that want to put in the same effort as you, I think it's not too bad. Yeah. It's worth it.
Yeah. And in your squad, I understand there's quite a wide spread of ages, isn't there? There's some very young and a bit more experienced. Do the older ones help you progress as players?
Yeah, it's been really good because a couple of the players that we've got in the team
Isla Beveridge.
Hello and welcome back to the second half. Apologies that we're going to have to cut away from the interviews, but they're available on RaithTV and on the Raith Rovers website, and they'll be there forever, so you can watch them at your leisure.
Was a very clever way of sending some traffic towards their site, Neil, wasn't it?
Yep. Not the worst idea in the world. Thank you very much.
It's a sprightly bit of attacking play straight from kickoff. Louise Brown, which I judged to have conceded a foul.
Yeah. So it's the left back, Moreland. No, it's Tegan Clark, centre back, is going to come over and take this free kick. You imagine from the shape of the team, she's aiming for the left wing. Rovers have made a sub. Number 23 is on Isla Beveridge, one of the under 17s. I noticed that straight away. Looks to be the only change. Yes, it is. Yeah, and she's straight on the ball there. Little chip ball down the line to Michaela McLachlan. Smart turn, forced wide. Hits the byline.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, wins the tackle and crosses it deep. Donnell controls it, lays it off. Penman blazes it well over, but good intentions from the start there by the Raith ladies team. Should try and get this game turned around. So with Isla Beveridge on, it's been the other under 17, Chloe Hunter, that's gone off.
Penman was maybe distracted by the letterhead above the stand, the Penman family stand.
Yeah.
You know, she could have been telling her pals that my goal was that good, they named a stand after me.
Yeah. Could well be. That Raith attack comes to nothing, and it's right back Connie Strack, and it's not actually. It's not her. It's Rachel Masterton takes that throw back to the keeper, Sangster. Controls it with her feet and plays it forward. Ball over the top. Tegan Clark for the sun her eye, gets ahead on it. Morland and then Clark again onto the feet of Captain Carter, who wins a throw in.
She's a lovely football player, isn't she?
Yep.
She's got a wee bit of, look at that, how quick her feet are.
Yeah. She
looks like one of these football players who, you know, who's kind of thinking 2 steps ahead.
Yeah.
You know, she's got the ball at her foot, but you think, you know, she knows where it's going, what she's going to do next. I've enjoyed watching her.
Yeah, used her clever footwork there to win that corner pretty much, which Penman's going to take.
From
so
the main
Penman
side
takes the corner. Centre go on. Centre half Patterson under it, but it's cleared. And there's Clark Beveridge. Plays it off a Buchan leg and out for a Rovers throw, which Moreland, the left back, is going to take.
Joanna Murphy with the all-important touch there, because Raith Rovers certainly had width to their play there.
Moreland. Penman picks it up, crosses it into McLachlan, but it's cleared, but under pressure there straight away.
A bit more pressure from Rovers at the start of the second half, Neil.
Very much so, yeah. The ball down the outside right channel. Headed on there then by McIver, but only as far as Sangster, the Buchan keeper.
I was speaking with former first team match analyst at half time there.
The bin man.
Yeah, the bin man, John Binney, and he was telling me that in his opinion Ashley Smith was unlucky with the free kick, much that it was beautifully struck. Ricocheted off her body, and on another day she's actually made a wonder save. What a ball.
Passed out to Carter. She's got 2 options in the middle. Doesn't get the cross beyond, and then falls up, and the clearance played off her.
That's all about Nicola Davidson there, because that's a goal saving challenge that she's put in there. You know, the cutback was clearly the idea, and she's contorted herself somehow to get into that. Well played. Good team play.
Beveridge, and McKeever just breaks down there, and the Buchan captain nicks in there, the 2-goal scorer. Go down the right hand channel, and Tegan Clark comes across there and just knocks it out for a Buchan throw, just to be on the safe side. he was taking that. Hit the byline and play it off for another corner. No, I thought that was definitely a corner.
Goal kick.
The referee's dropped a clanger there, I'm afraid. Louise Brown trying to make inroads down the right hand side and denied by a bit of a wrong call, I'm going to say. So Clark takes the goal kick. Yeah, very clear day. Great conditions. Carter out wide there. It wins the throw in. So Tegan Clark's going to take this. It's actually a free kick. Actually was given there.
I'm not sure why it was a free kick, Neil.
No.
I can't actually say the referee's got all the big calls right because the game's been played in a brilliant spirit.
Played in. And Penman. And the bounce nearly defeats Sangster, but she got her hands up there.
Yeah, Sangster's height's not her core strength, is it?
Well brought down there. Reed, I think it was.
You don't need to be tall to be a great goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the Andy Gorham line, wasn't it?
Beveridge to McIver. Through the
too
middle,
heavy.
far too much on it. And straight to Nicole Sangster. Sorry, Lauren Sangster. I didn't get Nicole from. And she waits for the advancing Rovers player, which actually picks it up. And then big kick from the Buchan keeper. Breaks and Murphy got it through, and Murphy can't pick up the return ball, and Tegan Clark next to him. Over the top, giving Danelle something to chase, and she's got past her defender. That was the ball inside the box.
Oh, nice.
Clever feet. Tried a ground pass, but she's got.
Look at it, she's just not got that option of the kind of out ball. Oh, she's taking a dull one to her right ankle.
Penman can pick up that ball and to Brown over the halfway line. And Moreland had to be smart there to cut that through ball. Plays it off to Tyler Rattray. She gets it into Danelle, who seems to be over that little ankle knock. The ball comes forward, and Patterson just go all the way back, and Ashley Smith.
We're saying that Smith's obviously came out for the second half, hasn't she?
Yep. Gathers that ball out wide.
A beautiful afternoon here in Kirkcaldy.
It's a cracker, isn't it?
I think the sun's probably to the advantage of the visitors. Certainly appears to be in the eyes of the Raith Rovers goalkeeper, not wearing the cap.
Ball worked wide to Brown there in the Rovers box. Moreland holds her up just to go back the way. Number 11 Murphy crossed it in and hacked clear by Patterson. Out for a Buchan throw.
That movement on the bench, yep.
Yeah, McIver is going to be taken off and
Leah Gilfillan.
Gilfillan, yeah. Another of the under-17s that played this morning and defeated the Pars 6-2. Looks to be a straight swap. Carter seems to be playing more wide left now. Gilfillan in the middle as a central attacking midfielder. Tegan Clark comes away with it, but only as far as the Buchan player, number 16, Masterton. She's on the ball again, bouncing around. Moreland plays it into the feet of Carter. Oh, very good ball into the centre circle there. Gilfillan gets on it, turns over the halfway line. She's tracked all the way, but she's
What a run!
Yeah, she's going. She's kept on going.
What a run!
Into the box she goes. Hits the byline. Waits for support to get there, and
goal kick, that's harsh.
That's slightly harsh. Enterprising run from the youngster.
Yeah, I thought
there.
a wee free kick at the edge of the box was in the offing there.
Sangster's going to take this goal kick. Somewhat fortuitously given, you might say. She goes, Carter underneath it. Morland, beaten to it by Brown. He gets a ball away, and Tegan Clark, glancing header, just gets it out of the field to stop Speed Merchant. Matthews getting away, it was. Matthews on the ball now. Murphy and Matthews. Matthews out wide right. Carter next in to pick up that slack ball. Morland got a bit of space in front of her. Into the feet of Gilfillan, that was.
Gilfillan, yep.
Yeah. Shot from distance there, and Ashley
It's
Smith.
well worth an effort, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, and Ashley Smith had to move across quite sharply there to just pat that out of the sky.
I think Louise Brown's had a really good game, Neil. That if had that gone in, that would have been the cherry on the cake for her.
Yeah.
Enterprising to see that. I didn't think the keeper was that far from her line. It's obviously just confidence in her own ability.
Penman lumps it forward. Buchan centre half has to come across and onto the foot of Murphy, but she sticks in there.
That was really. That was like watching Marvin Andrews in his pomp there,
Yeah,
ushering the ball out.
It was actually called as a. It was actually called as a Buchan throw in the first place, so I'm told to advance and take that. And Murphy does well, brings it down, keeps it in, tries to beat Beveridge a second time and out for a Buchan throw. All this is happening behind the training goals, so we're actually looking through nets to see this action in a minute. Clark heads it away though. Hemman battling away there, does well to get away. Carter just flicks it onto McLaughlin, tries to beat her player, and it comes off for a Rovers throw, and right in front of the dugout.
Yeah, McLaughlin and Davidson have had a good old tussle down there, haven't they?
Yeah. Headed on by Carter to Beveridge. McLaughlin, ground pass there to.
It's opened up. There's
Donnell.
the ball.
There's Beveridge out wide left. Looks up. First time's it into Donnell. Crowded out there in the box, and Buchan defence come away with it. Just hit it out of play towards coach Neil Paler and give it to Morland, the left back, to take the throw in. McLaughlin drops deep for this. Switches the ball inside, spreads it out to Tyler Rattray, the right back, all the way to the Jason Thompson territory, isn't it?
Absolutely.
She plays it into Donnell. Gilfillan, sorry. Rattray still on it.
I like what Gilfillan's offered since she's come on.
Yeah.
She's linked up play really well, and it's actually, I think it's allowed Raith Rovers to have a better shape in the final third. I mean, if you look, we've got 5 players in an advanced position. And I think that's helped with the confidence that Gilfillan's sitting there.
Yeah. Beveridge got on the ball there, wide left. Good cross in. McLaughlin. She had time.
What a
She
chance.
leant back a bit, and it just over the goal again. So that's a
Head
couple
over the balls, what
yeah.
the coach would have been shouting.
Looks like another sub's going to be made, I think. Coach Ewan Robertson coming over to talk to Aboji, and
Goalkeeper's still not comfortable, Neil. You watch her off the ball, and she's just hobbling about, isn't she?
Yeah.
Raith Rovers and the goalkeeper's curse.
Yeah, exactly.
Runs from the men's game to the women's game.
Kerry Donnell takes a quick throw there. Nicole Carter gets it beyond her pelt there. Crosses it in from deep. Ball bounces. And Beveridge should have done better there. It seemed like she had an attempt to get her head on that and get it down, but
Isla just needed to header that downward, I think.
Yeah.
And it would have been really game on.
Yeah, so Rovers, really keeping the pressure on here. The subbies, Aboji and her teammate, whose number we're going to see very shortly.
Yeah, they've certainly.
Number 22, Alex Davey. Both of them at under 17s.
They've got their training tops off, so I'm assuming that means they're going to join the game at some point.
Yeah.
Certainly, otherwise the referee you'd be expecting would be telling them to get a bib on.
Meantime, the Rovers were called offside there, and the free kick's taken. Oops, Morland had to stoop to head of that one. gives
What a
Penman a
tackle.
lot to do, and that was a great tackle. Not Penman, it was Patterson, sorry. Gilfillan just flicks it on there. Donnell on the overlap.
Yeah, she's asked a lot, but I think Donnell's going to get it.
Got a head of steam up, she's got pace. Crosses it in and
Go!
straight in! Kerry Donnell, well done.
Well, initially thought she was looking to cross that over, but she's found the keeper's right hand side netting there. What a ball it was played out from Gilfillan there. She's left Donnell a huge amount to do, but as you said, she had pace running onto the ball, so she was able to strike it really sweetly.
It really shows the keeper will not be pleased with that.
Again, as we say, no women's land there.
Yeah. The number of times I said beats her man, or wanted to say beats her man, and I thought that very obviously was
We're clearly trying to get. I think you can end up being silly and actually a bit of patronising by we're just not saying it as it is.
Ball forward there by Buchan and keeper Smith.
Half an hour to go, 2-1.
Yeah.
Raith Rovers
It's game on, isn't it, Davey?
have really, I would say they've dominated the last kind of 10 minutes or so.
Get the youngins on Robertson.
It was Raith Rovers who certainly needed the half-time break, isn't it?
Beveridge and Carter combined there. Beveridge free on the left. Good ball into Carter in the box, and
what a
she's
tackle.
wiped out there.
Oh, I'm going to disagree with you. I thought it was a great tackle.
You're right, she did get the ball, but Carter was fully committed, as was the defender.
I mean, she's took a dull, and I would, to be honest, I would be surprised if she gets on with the game, but I thought that was about the power of the challenge. I think it may have been the double goal scorer, Leanne Reid. I thought she just read the passage of play really well, and she was almost making the challenge before the player was there.
True, yeah.
But don't let me stand in the way of your wild penalty claims. There's clearly a conspiracy and all that sort of stuff.
Exactly, I'm hugely biased. Not.
Of course, we hope the captain's up and able to join in the game. She's holding her neck. It's clearly landed awkwardly. Nicole Carter, as we said earlier, what a lovely football player. Seems to have a bit like, actually, it was a kind of coming together of two of the game's best players there.
Very much so, yeah.
Both Leanne Reid and Nicole Carter, they clearly thrive by being on the ball, pulling the strings, and they've also both clearly got a lot of confidence in their own ability, which is no bad thing. Yeah, both sets of coaches giving some direction.
Yeah.
Really taking this opportunity to offer a lot of analysis to their teams. I think with the skipper holding her neck, you would imagine that the physio's got to make sure there's no kind of concussion, or they have to.
Yeah. She seems to be. She's up on her feet. She might be seeing stars for a while. Going off as I assume that's as per the rules. The game's going to restart with the goalie, or the referee doing a drop ball, which I think is going to be half contested in the spirit of fair play. Nicole Carter comes walking round with a.
Oh, the temptation's always there just to smash it.
Yeah, so Carter's walking around. None of the subs look to be coming on. And Carter is indeed jogging back on as he gets a round of applause from the crowd in attendance. Meanwhile, Buchan, Louise Brown, breaks away on the left-hand side. Matthews rides a challenge, but Carter gets it away. Sorry, Tegan Clark gets it away. Only as far as the Buchan captain. Ball forwards charged down there, and keeper Ashley Smith had to be smart to get to that one.
There's a double sub coming now, Neil.
So there we have Alex Davey and Ellie Aboji coming on. Just waiting for the ball to go dead. pumped up towards Donnell. Donnell flicks it on for Carter. Carter makes the defender play it out for a Rovers throw, and the referee is going to allow this substitute to be made now. So it's left back Zoe Morland coming off. High fives to Oboji and Davy.
Well.
And it's Penman coming off as well. So it looks like Beveridge has gone to left back. Davy has gone to left midfield, and Oboji has gone to centre mid. No, she's gone up front actually. And McLaughlin's dropped to centre mid. That's what's happened. So Oboji straight into the action on the ball there. Plays it off a Buchan player for a Rovers throw. So I think that move will give the Rovers attack a bit more mobility, shall we say. Ball hacked clear there. Davy, she'll do well to keep this in. Takes the throw quickly. Back to Beveridge, and she's robbed. She sticks in there and wins the throw in. Takes it quickly into McLaughlin, who's now centre mid. Driving from deep. Into the feet of Davy. Gilfillan does well to keep that in. Beveridge. Good feet. Clark to Patterson, the centre half. Sprint out to the right hand side. Now Tyler Ratcliffe on the ball. Shot Carter offering herself short. Gets a bit lucky riding that challenge into McLaughlin. McLaughlin to Carter. Carter gets it straight back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin outside the box. Shoots some distance, and Sangster does well to get down and hold that shot. So Rovers going for it again, chasing that equaliser.
Well, I noticed at half time that as Tyler Rattray was coming off, that she was in tears.
Yeah.
I wonder what that was about.
Whether
that was performance related, or maybe an injury, or
the concession of that free kick goal.
Yeah, maybe a bit angry with herself. I don't think she's got anything to beat herself up about at all. As
Matthews wide right, just can't keep that in from Murphy's long ball.
Offside, Neil? Throw-in?
Throw-in, yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky in our vantage point.
Yeah.
Bottom corner of the main stand means that we're watching that quadrant through sets of 3 training goals.
Tegan Clark comes away with it. Dispossessed though. And Murphy cuts in field for Buchan. Oh, and a ball through to nobody, and Ashley Smith grateful of that gift.
That zip in the final third has certainly gone from Buchan, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
I wonder if they'll look to their bench to freshen things up, but they clearly arrived with a much smaller squad than the home team.
We brought 2 subs. And Patterson comes away with it. Long diagonal, Donnell. Oh yeah, just beating through that.
Idea there, but it came short.
Beveridge nearly got caught out there. She rushed in, the ball went over her head, but another end.
Joanna Murphy off the ball there, urging her team forward to support her.
Tegan Clark driving forward from the back. Rides the challenge, but Matthews gets on it for Buchan. Brown. Forward, ball through. Number 14. Reed, the goal scorer.
Going to have a shot.
Another
Left-footed.
shot.
Oh, good
Good
save.
save by Ashley Smith. And a decent shot from
That was a
the
really
D.
good effort, Neil. We were right behind that, weren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, you could see that opening up. I thought it was going to have a wee bit of curl, because clearly her first goal had a bit of spin in it.
Feared the worst.
Left-footed.
When it left her boot, yeah.
I think her first goal was right-footed, so...
Good kick forward by Ashley Smith. Good header on Elia Boji. Really getting forward and...
keeper's lost.
And oh dear, and the ball across the goal, and
falls to a pink jersey.
And falls to Carter though. Crosses it in first time, no messing around. Controlled by Donnell, shot and
lovely.
Straight at Sangster. Oh, that was a golden opportunity when Sangster came out there and just couldn't control the ball, and Aboji got it to Davy, who couldn't get a decent cross in.
And the ball fell to Donnell. Lovely again, lovely control, awareness. Fair play to the goalkeeper. She regrouped.
Tegan Clark putting Davy on the, getting her running shoes on, and she leans in there, gets the ball, does well, wins a throw in. Really out of nothing, Davy, it's got to be said.
Yeah, she's done well there.
One of the younger ones, Alex Davy, takes it back to Isla Beveridge, takes no chances, back to Tegan Clark. Confidently spreads that one out to Tyler Rattray at right back.
Can you put it in? No.
No.
We love a switch of play, don't we?
Yeah.
It's more than a decade watching Ian Davidson, I think.
Yeah.
It's got that in our DNA. There's the substitute's going to be made.
Buchan to make the change. It's going to be Matthews, the speedy front player, coming off.
Well, I hope she enjoys watching the game back, because I think she's had a really good performance. She looks like she's really enjoyed her afternoon. You know, we said earlier as the teams come out that this environment can absolutely get the better of people. You know, they can start playing the surroundings rather than their own game.
It's Bethany Emsley is the player to come on for Buchan.
Well done, Caitlin Matthews. You've done really well today.
Forward player for a forward player, it looks like. Forward, lovely touch by Gilfillan. Close to the mark there. But then combined there, Donnell comes in field. Beveridge just knocks it clear and the feet of Carter.
Donnell there when she did the ball, so that little owl looking about, her head pirouetting to see where she could find a pass.
Carter and into the feet of Donnell. Rattray's well advanced and enough to like hold up the play, and McLaughlin centre mid gives it away. However,
I'm not sure I could pick a winner.
no. First touch for the Buchan sub, lays it off there.
It's a lovely ball.
Ball through to Murphy, number 11, into the box.
Got to have a shot.
And she does.
Unlucky.
Flash it across the face of the goal and just wide of the post. So Buchan they're still dangerous on the break, aren't they, Davy?
Absolutely.
After a spell of Raith pressure. And a
Is
few
that Murphy
shots.
there, Neil?
It was, yeah, number 11.
Yeah, she took a nice touch wide there. Created a good angle there.
Joanna
Across
Murphy.
the goal. That wasn't far away.
No, not at all, no.
Really good, intelligent play.
Players bunched over on the right hand side. Clark takes
Surprised the goalkeeper's not wearing a cap.
Yeah.
You're looking at the Buchan bench, they've all got
the Buchan bench.
they've all got their hands over their foreheads, trying to shield from the sun.
Out for a Rovers throw. Carter leaves it for Rattray. On this near side, Davy pushes forward. Buchan coming out with Murphy in the centre circle. Chips it forward and Patterson heads it out. Carter, centre circle. Gets the ball, turns, and then just like the momentum of Murphy just takes her down. Rovers throwing. Rovers free kick, sorry.
An intelligent foul, I think we call that.
Yeah.
Referee's been very reluctant to get the cards out of the pocket. Let's give him a
Mr. Lowe.
high regard for that.
Tegan Clark, forward it goes and booted up into the air. Davy's going to keep this in. Yeah, she does well to do that. Just closed down. Beveridge put enough pressure on there to win the throw-in. Right in front of us.
Masterton knocking it out.
Throw-in comes in. Davy tries to knock it in field and wins another throw-in in front of the tunnel there. Quickly taken. Donnell is coming right across for that. Lays it off to McLaughlin. She's got a player in front of her. She simply rushes her to the ground.
Look at the pink jerseys round about her.
Davy in the box there, sclaffed shot and under pressure and straight at Sangster.
That was defending en masse there, wasn't it?
It was definitely, yeah. Sangster, a good kick from hand, but only as far as Beveridge. Murphy. The ball comes forward to Brown. Out wide right, Clark in front of her. Clark gets a great tackle in there. Sees a corner. That's Buchan are going to take. So Murphy's going to take this Buchan corner.
Buchan corner.
Yeah, at the minute there's only 2 Buchan players in the Rovers box. She's waiting
That
for.
sounds wrong, Neil.
It does.
It sounds wrong.
She's waiting for the 3 midfielders to join, and here they come. Murphy takes the corner. Oh dear. Only as far as McLaughlin to the Rovers, who gets it clear. Ball comes back in. Back to the taker.
Offside.
Offside, yeah, offside.
They had made the decision in the first half commentary to go with the visitors rather than
yeah.
Buchan, because when it was a Buchan bench and a Buchan free kick.
It's like that comedy programme Burniston, where instead of saying the word that sounds like Buchan, they say Buchan occasionally. I've got that in my head now. Oh, Davey gets a fortuitous break of the ball there. Aboji, clever feet. And
Really?
again, beats our player. Aboji from distance shoots him.
Oh, far away.
At half time, Aboji and the other subs were practicing their shots from distance into the net. Maybe that's a feature of our game. If not, it should be.
15 minutes left.
Yeah.
This is where we wondered about the legs. There, 2 squads of fit football players out there, because I don't see anybody wilting.
Tegan Clark, yeah, he is.
Still got a good pace to it this game.
Puts it into the channels there, and Aboji couldn't keep it in. Fallon's ball
Rovers
forward
throw.
there, yeah, somehow it's a Rovers throw, yeah.
Somehow it's their comment. But the people in the main stand aren't complaining. I thought that might have been a...
Alex Davey to take it. Carter's on the move, indeed it goes to her, down by the corner. Nearly gets a corner out, but Buchan defender clears. Out for another Rovers throw in front of the tunnel. Davey again, until fill in, beaten to it, and the ball comes down the line, only as far as the Rovers dugout really. And Clark's gonna... Sorry, Beveridge is gonna take this throw in. Hit on by Davey, Carter.
High feet.
Yeah,
Yeah, free kick for high feet. I think that's right.
So 77 minutes played. Raith Rovers 1, Buchan 2. Big ball forward there. Clark lets it bounce, then heads it out. And Beveridge, great skill to get the ball under control. Goes back to Clark. She goes back to Ashley Smith, the keeper. Gives it back to Clark. Takes a bit of a chance and gets
playing
away.
a bit of football at left back.
Free kick, throw in taken quickly, and Patterson just edged off the ball there by the Buchan number 10, and Murphy blazes it over from outside the box.
Murphy's got her eyes on the goal bonus.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Not sure what that might be. We've got a long journey up to Peterhead. Maybe we stop off for a chippy on the way up there, maybe up en route.
Yeah, pickled onion.
She's after an extra pickled onion for the bonus. She came very close with a really good shot 10 minutes ago. Given across the face of the goal.
Goal kick taken by Tegan Clark, and Davey lets it run, and Boji's going to keep this in, using her pace on the left hand side there, number 14. Into the box she goes, there's nobody up in support. Oh, can't beat the first defender though, and Buchan come away with it. Big ball forward, Tegan Clark under it, only as far as Murphy controls it on the shoulder. Beveridge gets a foot in there, Aboji gets a foot on the ball. Tries to, yeah, and fouled there by the number 4.
Connie Strachan.
Connie Strachan for Buchan. So Rovers free kick, central, 30 plus yards out.
Shot on goal, do you think?
Not sure. It's McLaughlin taking a
lining
big
up
run
like
up,
she
yeah.
may.
They've piled everybody forward, and she's gone for goal. And Sangster
The second
at the
attempt.
second attempt.
I think you need a bit more zip on that if you're going to try and have the keeper spilling it.
Yeah. Forward and good foot in there by Beveridge. Davey just bravely in there, onto the head of Aboji.
chance.
Davey into the box. And she looks up, Oh, she goes. She's obviously not left footed. She went with her right, a good foot, a right foot, and just.
That's difficult.
Yeah.
You've got the main stand rowing you on. I'm sure these women have sat behind the goals many a time, so I'm sure it adds an extra pressure when you're local.
Exactly,
Who wouldn't want to score in front of the south stand as a Raith Rovers fan?
Gilfillan gets on that loose ball in the centre circle there. Spreads
Look
out
at
to
that for a ball,
Donnell.
that's lovely.
She's going to keep that in, yeah.
She's got the pace for it, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what makes it a good ball.
Closely marked. Forced back the way though.
Lovely.
Into midfield, Nicole Carter just kills it with one touch and then infield to McLaughlin. Shoots some distance and Sangster right behind
catch.
it. Yeah, good catch.
10 to go.
Yeah, Sangster another big kick there. Good
And
fall
return.
forward by Beveridge.
Offside,
Kaboji.
yes.
Yeah, it's offside. Otherwise, she
Referee's
was
got that one right.
Yeah.
The Boji's starting position when the ball went out was just far too advanced. You knew that if that had been just returned, then it was immediately going to be offside.
So Buchan's going to take this free kick, but in the meantime they make a substitution. Number 6 has gone off, Sabina Alexander, to be replaced by the number 9, Julie Reid.
Is that only the second Buchan sub?
Yep. 2 Buchan subs.
I thought they'd made a sub earlier, but clearly not, given they've only got the 2 substitutes.
Sangster forward, Carter. Closed down very quickly there, but Gilfillan digging in there. Break still for a Rovers throw.
It's worth mentioning as well the fact that we are here on a Sunday. It's, you know, we're here doing our voluntary role with RaithTV, but there's a whole host of people behind the scenes who have turned up, offering bits of hospitality, getting the catering open, the ground staff, all of whom have given up their Sundays to come along, and hopefully have all made this a really good experience for the women out there, showing their skills, and their families who have either tuned in or made the journey along to Starts Park. I think sometimes people forget that it takes a whole host of people to make it happen. You know, the dressing room still needs to be changed, the pitch still needs to be prepared.
Yeah, Louise Brown there just penalised for a handball on that attack there, so it's going to be a Rovers free kick. The last Rovers sub is warming up as that happens.
8 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Hoping to get on.
Free kick comes in. Aboji battling away there. Aboji brings it down. Rides the challenge. Ball hacked out as far as Donnell. Carter spreads out wide to
Always intelligent with the ball, isn't she? Always intelligent with her
That's
passing.
into the feet of Aboji. Goes back the way. Great close control, but marked out of it. Carter on the boat, loose ball. Fillon digs in there. Buchan gets it away and taking Clark. Ball comes off her head and she has to go back the way, all the way to left back. She keeps the ball in, fires it forward. Fillon beavering away there. Good ball into the feet of Aboji. Smart turn, but she's crowded out by 2 players. Buchan just launch it forward and Clark's going to chase this into no man's land. Let's it run out for a Rovers throw. Goes back to Smith. Oh, McLeod. What a great touch and turn.
What a pass as well.
Carter gives Donnell something to
keeper
chase.
Coming.
Keeper's committed,
Yes.
yeah. She's got on the end of that well. He heads it on, but Gilfillan over her shoulder. Davy forced out wide. And closed down. Ball forward from Buchan. Went out and in, didn't it, Davy?
Yeah, Nicola Davison's clearance. The Rovers ball.
Ella Beveridge to take this throw. She's getting good practice at taking these throw-ins. all the way up to in front of us almost. Or halfway point.
Alec Davies looking for it. I think she's done really well since she's come on.
Head on, Aboji. Oh, I just can't get that under control. Well closed down by Beveridge. Aboji.
Lovely.
Oh,
Good
God,
defending.
I just couldn't get on the end of that one. McLaughlin driving from deep. Clever feet. Davy tries to give it back to her, but straight to the Buchan player. Murphy closed down by Gilfillan. Buchan throw. Going to be taken.
I think the introduction of Gilfillan's been that's been a key decision from the bench. I think she's really influenced the fact that Raith Rovers have been in the ascendancy for most of the second half. Buchan have been tied to the counter attack.
Ball out of defence there, and corner saved and out for a throw in. Get as far away as possible. I think the other sub that's come on there, Davy, has made a difference as well. She's
playing wide left.
Strong running.
Yeah, absolutely. Always you get to get on the ball.
Aboji's looked enterprising.
Amy Stewart, she's going to get a wee bit of game time.
Alright, number 3. So number 3 replaced the number 2, Tyler Rattray, who's had a solid game.
Yeah, she's looking a lot happier there. As I said, she was in tears coming off at half time, but there's a little smile there and a high five to her teammates. I think she's had a good shift.
It's actually a corner.
It is a corner. 4 minutes on the clock.
Wow,
good delivery. It's bouncing about.
And saved by the keeper. Aboji keeps the move alive, shoots some distance, and screws it wide of the target. Neil just telling me that 101 people watching now.
Raith Rovers have got a player down there. I have to say I was following the ball, so I didn't actually see any.
It looks like McLaughlin, the red boots.
She's up. Yep. I don't know if they were looking for a penalty or if maybe it was just in the challenge. I didn't see anything untoward at all.
Strangely enough, this player that was subbed off, Rattray, decided to come on and help her out as well.
If she's injured, Gaffer, can I come back on?
Not the way it works.
Don't imagine we'll see much injury time. The referee was pretty prompt on 45, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Helped along with the fact that bang on 45. Smart zipped one into the net.
Ball out of goal, and Beveridge lets that run out for a throw. Beveridge has got McLaughlin up on herself short. Rides a strong challenge, smart feet, and plays it off
really
Murphy.
Good control on the ball, isn't she?
Yeah. It's something I noticed the game against Stirling. She played the entire 90 minutes up front and throughout against significantly weaker opposition, it's got to be said. Her control of the ball was excellent, her use of the ball was excellent. Tegan Clark having to take the ball back a full 1 yard.
Well, the game's a better place for that.
Exactly, yeah.
That's him using the Buchan coach, complaining that the ball's not been moved back far enough as he's a yard and a half out the technical area.
Comes in Carter, edge of the D, and keeps a hold of it.
Crowded out, I think.
Murphy for Buchan comes away with it though.
I think that was stifled by the back 7 formation that the visitors are playing. Quite rightly so, as they're trying to see the game out.
Ashley Smith to Patterson to Raith. And Stewart. Still on the ball. Donnell. Just he runs out of play there and Donnell can't get on it. We'll throw in front of where the Fife's finest flag normally is situated.
Who's your players of the game, Neil?
3 of them. Clark, Carter and Gilfillan actually. from the Rovers side.
I think the fellow's done really well since she's come on.
Yeah,
I think that
Brown and Reed for Buchan have also
Carter
impressed.
and Danella, I just think how they've used the ball's been really encouraging to see.
Huge pass
And
back.
I think for the visitors, you look at the captain bangs in too, but I've got a soft spot for a wide player, and I think that I think Matthew's done really well, particularly in the first
really
half.
well there.
Keeper's in no man's land again. Oh, well played.
Yeah,
I misread
well
that.
Very
I
well
miscalled that. The keeper timed it to perfection. I thought she was just a wee bit slow in coming off her line, but she knows better than me.
Tegan Clark gathers the ball in defence, strides forward and tries an audacious effort from the centre circle. Didn't really trouble anybody.
Yeah,
apart
that
from
goes
the ball
in.
girl.
That goes in. You just give her the keys to the stadium and go away, don't we?
Yeah.
That was a mic drop moment of that going in. And Tam's just to the left-hand side of me with the stadium keys. So we've got them on hand. If there's a 40-yard winner here, sorry, equaliser. That's still in. I think that was still in. 90 played. Isn't that brilliant? Looking at the visiting coach, he's got his stopwatch in his pocket. So he's having a wee look at his stopwatch despite the fact that there's a kind of 10/10 electronic scoreboard directly opposite him. Clearly says 90.
The ball forward there and ran out of play, and Beveridge is going to take the throw in. Go up and everyone lost the fight of the ball there.
Yeah, she did. One last chance, you think?
Yeah.
Get it back to the goalie, thump it up the park.
Would you call it a Hail Mary?
I think you would at any level. As long as we're not playing one particular team, then I think that phrase is valid in the American football sense. Do we get to use our favourite phrase that we've learned from Kevin Cuthbert and John McGlynn? Do you think it's been good game management from the visitors?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
Raith Rovers throwing, a foul just in the halfway line. Don't think it's really done Rovers a favour there. They got a bit of possession.
Clark to take it.
Julie Reed's slowed play down by standing in front of the ball, the right thing to do as well.
In it comes. Patterson making use of herself there, challenges heavily for it in the box. The ball's still live. O'Donnell gathers it out wide right. All the way back.
She never wastes the ball.
Yeah,
good football
Rudy.
Player.
Crossed in from deep and just drifts out harmlessly. Doesn't look like there's going to be a late equaliser for the Rovers.
No, I think we'll hear the three peeps of the whistle any second. He's looked at his watch, and again. Ball will take flight, and I think we'll round it all up.
Gathers it, comes in field.
Forget it to the referee as well. This is a great experience.
Yeah.
In a professional football stadium.
Clark couldn't get an end of that, and
We'll watch again.
Murphy
Ties for
wide
one he's
left.
played.
Yeah. Skips past a couple of challenges. Still going. Takes it out to the corner flag.
That's game management.
Yeah. One last time. That's Danelle.
Looks at his watch again.
Wide right. Nicole Carter knocks it on for a Bogie there. Comes
Lovely
in field.
first touch.
She's central, edge of the box. Her touch just holds us up, and she's muscled out of it.
Free kick.
And then concedes the free kick.
Kicks the ball away.
Kicks the ball away in frustration.
I think the ref will keep the card in the pocket. Any other day, that's a yellow. All about frustration. She's just made the wrong choice in it.
Yeah.
In the end. Again, lovely support and run from Davey. You've picked her out a couple of times, Neil.
Yeah. Sangster.
It's all over.
And that's it.
And
Full
the
time.
visitors claim the scalp.
So Raith Rovers 1, Buchan Ladies 2. We will look forward to speaking to you at some other time soon, I would imagine, Davey.
Yeah, we're certainly back on ordinary duties this coming Saturday.
Ladies team, however, are on the winter break now, so we'll not be covering ladies action for a while, but we'll see you for a first team game soon.
Absolutely, it's been a great Sunday afternoon. I'm glad we've had the opportunity to do it, and credit to all the ladies that have put in a really good performance today on both sides.
Exactly, yeah.
Quite simply, a good game of football.
It
Well done
was.
at the visitors. Take care, and we'll catch you again in future.
Bye now.